Hi! Today we're going to start our class by explaining how balance helps you as a dancer. Then we're going to move into our regular dance class. It's going to be a little different. I'm going to be showing you moves that are similar to each other, but they're different. They have different names and they have different definitions. So we'll go through all that. You're just getting smarter every day as a dancer. I miss you. As a ballet dancer, we really have to know where our center is and where our balance point is. I'm going to use this beach ball that has a long string attached to it to show you this. You see the string? I'm going to hang it from my forehead and it's going to go right through the center of my body, and the beach ball is right in the middle of my feet. That's going to show you that I'm in the center of my balance. Now, even in second position, the string is going straight through my body, and the beach ball is right between my second position. When I shift my weight, you see how the beach ball moves over, and where my center point is with the line of the string, the beach ball is centered over my balance point every time I shift my weight. Now look at the string. It's going through my body in the center. If I lift my hips and get them out of square, it's not going through the center of my body. We want to pretend like your hips are the headlights of a car, and they're always shining straight ahead. Now as I lift, this changes my balance point because I removed the weight of my foot, and I have to add extra weight to the other side by shifting slightly. If you turn in like I just did, no longer is the line of the string going through the center. Trying to get back into my center. See the line? And then the beach ball is trying to stay over top of my foot. Now that you know a lot about balance, I'm going to let you just watch and figure out where things are going wrong. So let's talk about where our center and our balance is when we just stand on one foot. If I'm in second position and I lift one foot, gravity is just going to make me fall. So when I lift that foot, I have to shift more weight to the other side of my body. I still want my hips, or my headlights of a car, to face straight ahead. This is wrong. You're balancing, but it just doesn't look like a ballerina. So I'm going to use this nutcracker to do an example. We're going to pretend like the nutcracker is my leg. So if I lift my leg and the nutcracker at the same time, I'm going to fall unless I shift my weight to the other side and I'm once again centered and balanced, just like we did with the beach ball. See how the nutcracker kind of swings back and forth like a pendulum? I'm trying to do it gently so you don't see a sudden shift. Let's start dancing. Dancers always start with some form of warm-up. So as a ballerina, let's go ahead and do our pliés. Just follow along. Let's learn the difference between tendu, meaning to point, dégagé, meaning to separate, pas de cheval, which is the dance of the horse, and enveloppé, meaning to cover up or envelop. Tendu means to point, and it stays on the floor. Dégagé, meaning to separate, will separate from the floor about 2 inches. Pas de cheval looks just like a horse dancing. Enveloppé means to envelop or cover up. So you take your dégagé and bring it back into close. Once again, tendu, dégagé, pas de cheval, enveloppé. Do it with me to the back. Tendu meaning to point, dégagé to separate, pas de cheval is the dance of the horse, enveloppé, you're going to dégagé, then cover it up by bringing it in. Let's put all 3 of those together with music. So we'll do tendus in each position, meaning en croix. Now dégagés en croix. Now pas de cheval en croix. And now enveloppé en croix. Remember, en croix means in the shape of a cross. Fondu means to melt. We're going to do this by doing a plie, which makes it look like we're melting. Now we're going to do both of our legs at the same time, and our goal is to make sure that both bend at the same time and both straighten exactly at the same time. Now this is incorrect. We don't want one to straighten before the other, and we don't want one to bend before the other. We want them to do it at the same time. Now we can do this as a développé also. Watch, both legs are going to try to straighten at the same time. Both try to bend exactly at the same time, and both try to straighten at the same time. This is incorrect. When we're doing a fondue with a développé, we don't want one leg to straighten before the other. Incorrect. We can also do our fondue with a développé from 5th position. Both knees straighten at the exact same time. Grand rond de jambe. Grand meaning large, rond de jambe meaning the circular movement of your leg. So we're going to have to do a large rond de jambe, which means we're going to lift it off of the floor to do our rond de jambe. Now our goal is to make sure that the leg stays the same height all the way around. Again, we're working with our turnout so that our heel is presented and our hips are not going up or down. They're staying level. Now this is going to be incorrect. Do not do this. You want it to be the same height. You don't want it to scoop and lift and dip. Scoop, lift, dip, lift. No good. So let's try this with music. Just follow along. Promenade means to turn slowly in place on one foot. So we're not traveling somewhere. We're just changing different directions. Now it's done by lifting the heel and spiraling very slightly on the ball of our foot. Your heel doesn't come up very much, so it gives you the illusion of just gliding around. Now I'm using the bar because it's very hard to do in slow motion. You can do it with your leg extended out or your leg in passe. But if you watch, it's supposed to be done so that you can just glide around, always trying to keep your supporting foot in first position. Chaîné means chains or links. I start in first position, releve, and scoot my heels closer. I want to go right down the yellow line in a straight line. I'm holding onto the bar because I can't do this in slow motion, but these are done in the middle of the floor without the bar. Now this is the incorrect way. Once again, I'm not in line and I'm getting all out of balance. Chaîné, meaning a chain or links. So if you think of a necklace that has chains in it and links in it, it would make one long necklace. That's where the name chaîné came from.